So now we already do our part, right? Refer to then refer to our UML. Then basically we know what class we need to have already.
Yeah.
So first one goes like exception.
Yes.
Like we part. Exception. So we need to include the header. The header exception. Okay. So the first class is class exception.
Let me write the header first. I think actually this class just follow the slide short.
Oh.
Can
also got
public exception.
Public exceptions. String message. So I can see you typing here.
Yes.
Why since I very lag.
Not very lag. It's because my typing speed is very slow. Okay.
I don't believe you. Okay. This one is
string M is when you call exceptions, right? You have to give it a message to let
when the error is
error something, then error something is a string, right? So we put it the string there.
Okay.
And then the M, oh sorry, this one dash M. And then the M is equal to
this one.
Yes, apply it.
Yes, okay. Smart control. Okay, you're done.
So basically we have to do the
I think need to do the room class first.
Yes, we have to do the room class because our title is
smart room booking system.
Yeah.
So we must have the room.
Yes, the room is the basics of this projects. So who in charge of the classroom can
Shilling, what the room?
Wait, why cannot type?
Okay. Oh, I saw you.
Yeah.
So the class name is room.
Yeah.
Oh, you already have the attribute. Last time we have.
So we just follow the attribute in the UML.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think
room. Yes.
We have private attribute.
Okay.
UML says
Protector. Okay. And also do the
string is for the room number.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all for the private. The next is why you got error?
Oh my god, my site is very lag.
Why you got error?
sorry, because there are two functions, so I have to write override.
Oh yeah. If not, we get error there.
This declaration has no storage class.
Oh no. Last time we have the draft, right? For override, then override after throw.
Oh, include C string. Already include.
Oh.
Include string.
The header. Maybe try the header.
Include string. String I forgot, sorry. Always forgot.
I already typed.
You guys don't like, okay. No.
You guys can fill in your matrix number up there.
Okay. But I can't solve now. I can't see now.
Okay, I continue.
Very lag. Yes, for the room.
You can see on my screen. But
I can see on your screen, but on my here is very lag. Never mind.
No need to write, ma.
You don't need to write, will be error there. One don't need to write.
Private class. Okay, no.
Then for the room.
Okay.
We got 4 here.
So just copy down. Number.
Why so weird? Wait.
What?
You guys can see on my screen. Why here got error?
There also error, right? This declaration is not. So no errors already, right?
Yeah.
But here it's two string. Two include string.
Is it?
You just had a header.
Maybe because we are live sharing.
One people typing, another one just watching. So
yeah, the update very slow.
So now got two private, got two header. Wow.
It's okay. We have no error, but the live share very lag.
Okay, silakan.
So shilling until the public already.
Okay, now I am doing the construct. Yeah.
So we access the value from the user input. And then you have a rule for
Okay, then next we need to set the room. So
setting the room.
So we need to pass around the topic. String number room editor C and also the private. And then
Right,
okay.
Maybe should be. Okay. You also have a set.
Yes, set. Equal to the
room cards. So this one is a parent type user and user. Okay. So now we use the room as a room as a pointer first. You will have string name user name. So I'm using as a object. Okay, then I continue. So maybe just here for the protected value because I have to access the room there. So public. Maybe constructor. I will set the constructor here first. So firstly, the user will have name, then username, string, username, string, password. So any error can tell me. I'm not sure. So
Okay. Because now we only see your type of public.
oh my god, so lag. Okay, I understand.
Live share has a delay.
Someone said you can go without. So now I'm happy about third. So some group I will set as now over default. Because default for
Okay. So also need to set a if statement if the users so the user and then if many got add room, book room, got book room.
maybe like 5 or 6.
Oh, 5 or 6. Also got
Refer to our UML lah.
okay, I think the menu part can Yuxiang can do this. So maybe.
Okay.
In charge of the UI also.
Okay, I think okay. So I just proceed. I think the function is room.
Go.
We have a very sad story. Our recorder crashed already, so we found that our coding parts didn't show inside. Okay, never mind. We now explain the one we have done but didn't record inside. For my part, my name is Sanjay and I have done the user part, which is a class user. Then for you can see here that I'm using the protected. Same here, we get the username, and also the password. And then I'm using the aggregations from the room as create the object assign room. So the public here, the user, I have the constructor, then the virtual constructor here. Then somehow I have the get name and also get username. Both I using constant because I'm getting the input from the user. So return the name and return the username. Then for the bool login, it is used to verify whether the username is and the password is correct or not. And then here have the virtual function here, which is admin and also the display info, as I will use polymorphism at the child class later as the user admin and also the regular user. And then the assign room here. So we assume that the room now here is already booked. So I set the set book to true. Then for the canceling booking, so when user cancel the booking, the set book will become false. So assign the room now is to a null pointer. So show the user successfully cancel. And then if the user is not booking a room, but he or she want to cancel, it will throw the exception. You don't have any room to cancel. Then for the display bookings, if the user have a assigned room is not equals to null pointer, it will show you have booked a room with the room ID. But if not, it will also throw an exception. You have not booked any room here. So this is come to the two child inheritance for the user class. So the first one is admin user. So it's a constructor here. We get the username, and also password. So the display info here, you override the user as an admin user. So for the bool is admin, it will return the admin is true when the user is admin. So for the regular user, also inheritance for the user. So same as the previous one, the constructor here for the regular user, and also display info will override the user as a regular user. And then for the bool is admin will override to false since the user is not an admin. So this is done for my part for user.
Okay, and then is the booking manager is my part. So you can see here, the booking manager also has the relationship with the user class and also the room class. With the user class is the education, so we need to put the pointer. And then for the room is composition. And then because we got many users and also many rooms, so we need to put the rate. And then you can see first function is the constructor. So this is to call the initialize room. And then is the add user function, which is to let the user to sign up. So the user count will increase. And then if the user already signed up, it will throw a message, it will throw arrow, which says that the user already exists. And then for here is if the user successfully sign up, it will show this message. And then if it had reached the max user, it will also throw an arrow. And then delete the user. Okay. And then next is the login function. The login function will use the attribute from the user class log. So we use the user class here, and then it will pass the username and also the password. So the user can use these two attributes. Can use these two to log in our system. Then is the add room function. So the add room function is allow the admin to add the room. Yeah. And then it require the room ID, number of room, the capacity, and also the projector. So the admin need to prompt the information here. And then also has projector or not. And then if the room is not exit the max R, it will show the room is successfully added. If not, it will show the room reached the limit. Okay, I think that's all for my part.
And now I will explain about the build all room, because this manager part is quite long, so I help Shilin to write some functions, and also this part is for the UI, and I'm in charge of the UI parts. And so in this build all room is to let the manager to build basically all the room, no matter it's already booked or not, just builds all the room, and it will show books or available or not. And then the next is build available room, and this is just to let the manager to know how many room left for the user. It can tell their customer. And next is the books room. Books room, this function is when user needs to book room, he can it will show the UI to let the users books the room. So if we call the function and we realize that the user already have a room, then we will throw the exception, you already got room. And if didn't, then we will let them to build all the available rooms. And from the available rooms, they can choose a room and insert the room numbers to book it. Alright, if it is booked successfully, here will print out booked successfully. If didn't, he will show the room already booked. And if they insert an invalid room number, here will show it out. And next is the user menu. User menu is to let the menu use the user, this regular user, to choose their next move, and they can choose to book a room, view available rooms, view my rooms, the user rooms, and the cancel booking. And the next is log out from this menu to go back to the previous one. And so basically, this is how we make this. We use we use this case and break to make this choice, make this loop. And here we try to catch the wrong input. If it is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is not here, then we can show the wrong input. And the next we are going to the admin menu. The admin can do add room, build all room, and log out in this menu. And now there is a shading part, but this is just a destructor. And then I will start the main functions.
Okay.
The main part of
Your part.
Yes. First we'll make a booking manager.
Correct.
We'll
Okay.
assign the book manager to the letter M's, and then we declare the choice first. And next we add an admin first into this system. Add user. When we need to add a user, we can call this function and new admin user. And we put the name and the username Shilin and yeah, and the password. Sorry.
Password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So later if you want to call the
Admin.
admin, you have to refer to here. Yes. Wow, true.
We set the admin
That means it will look
until
until the word end. And next we try. So this one try here is to later I need to catch some things. So later I will text down there. And now,
okay.
Yeah, I think to catch the error.
and now I will make the display word first.
The interface.
Smart,
Interface for login sign up.
smart room booking system.
Remember to add line up.
Alright.
Line up the word, tidy up the words.
Now login. One dash login.
1 to log in, then
And
maybe
now,
2 to sign up.
yes, 2 to sign up. You need to like make clearly like new user only, because if you are
Oh,
using
okay.
straight away,
I think.
right? New user.
So
only.
from new user to sign up first.
Yes. And next is axis.
Next axis.
And we can let the user to insert their choice.
Like 1, 2, 3.
So integer choice. So we already declare up there.
Okay.
Okay. Typo here. C in choice.
Mm.
And then
Choice.
C out. And to make it look better.
I think.
And now we
Yeah,
make the switch. If we use it here because we use the switch up there already. So now
Okay.
choice is equal to 1. And what the next one is string, username, password right here.
Password.
You put USM.
Yes. And enter username.
C in USM.
C
Then
username,
enter
C out,
password, enter password.
and password.
Then C in PW.
Correct. C in password PW.
PW.
And when we have 2 of these, we can try to log in. So we can call the user.
The login.
We can call the login function to assign it to this user. USM PW.
Okay. Pass the username and password.
Alright. So now we already have the username. And next is we need to check the user is admin or
Regular.
regular. So we put if you
If you
if
pointer.
you yes pointer because it's
Because you the
aggregator
class
is admin
admin or not.
Okay. The
m dot
Admin need to call admin menu.
menu static
okay.
class
Let me pass for the admin user
is
pointer.
admin user pointer and bracket u.
You now is the user info. Okay. Then maybe else for the username. Similar, right?
Yes, almost the same move here.
Else to
So
determine the regular user.
just copy lah. Regular. Now to see regular menu. User menu or regular menu? I think it's user menu. User menu. And here is
Then
regular user.
Regular user.
A bit confusing here. But luckily, you know how to write it. Else, if they didn't log in right, then we see out login field. That means they insert the wrong password or something, wrong username also. Login field. Okay. Next is we do the L if choice is equal to 2.
2 is for them to sign up.
Yes, sign up. So sign up, we need to write a function for it. String. First of all, we need to have string name, username, and password. We declare first. Then we let the user to input it. So same. Enter name. Enter full name.
Full name need use.
Actually, our URL already like quite clear to show this one.
We need to write the ignore here is because later we need to write the get line for the name. Because username usually it won't break right, but the name it will have a space like something like that. So we use the get line.
Safe, not safe. Not safe to put the ignore.
Okay,
Yes, very good.
Enter username. See in you. See out. Set your password.
Password as CNP.
This. Alright.
So after collecting that all.
Yes, after collecting all this data, you can go look at the user there.
Add the regular user. Yeah.
Add user. Use N because the managers. But we can add regular user.
Okay.
And we got N, U, and E for the functions.
Name, username, password. Then for the third choice.
For the third choice already. Now we already create the user when sign in. Now the third choice is exist on it, alright.
Exit the program.
We still have is because we don't know maybe the user will enter anything else.
We choose for it.
3 to exit.
Okay. See out.
So like existing program.
Yes, existing
Program.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Then I need to put break with it.
Yeah, put small first.
Okay, circuit.
Break.
Very friendly interface.
Alright. And now by rule we do the else. We throw the exceptions.
Okay.
Wrong
So the error.
exceptions.
Invalid choice.
You can tell them to choose again.
Yes.
So it will look back to the well.
Choice. Please choose again.
Invalid choice. Do we need to choose again? Because we already. Never mind, we just go first. Yes.
Why not? And then here we use the try up there, right? So here we should do the catch.
Okay.
Try catch your same right? Catch constant exception.
Okay, almost done.
Wait, catch error. You show error something. If
Wait, the arrow?
what?
Arrow says. Okay.
Okay.
Any else?
Yeah.
The bug is down there.
Why
The user
this bracket?
S is small.
Typo.
The user
S.
is
Always this
high.
closing. Oh, missing the closing code here. And then everything else is perfect. Now we can run it.
So now we will start to do the reflections for ourselves. And then I think for me, the part I mainly to do is the room and the booking manager classes. except for the U at the beginning, I have faced a lot of problems and some challenges in understanding how to apply the OOP, such as inheritance, polymorphisms, and also the aggregation effectively, because the booking manager involves aggregation and also composition. So after we have discussed together, I have successfully addressed this problem. So I really appreciate the help from my teammates. And then for overall, I think this project helped me strengthen my coding and also the problem solving skill. And then I know better understand the importance of the system design and also user experience and code usability. So I think it's a very fulfilling and educational experience. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And now, my name is Sanjay, and I'm main responsible is to develop the admin user and regular user class in the system. So I apply the object-oriented programming concepts such as the inheritance, polymorphisms, and also aggregations. For example, the user class I use is abstract, and also I allow the different behavior from the admin and also regular user through the virtual function. And I also handle the room booking features using the room pointer and add the exception handling done by the Yuxiang. And also, okay, for the challenge part, at first I had faced some challenge that understanding how to design the class relationship properly. But after discussing with my teammates and testing together, I was able to implement the booking and cancellation logic successfully. So we work together closely as a team by dividing the task based on our strengths and helping each other to debug and also improve the system. So everyone's contribute the ideas and also support each other, especially when we're facing errors and bugs. So this project really helps me to improve both my technical and also teamwork skills. And so I'm very happy to work with my teammates. So that's all from me.
Now it's my turn for my evaluations, and during these projects, I'm in charge of a few roles, but the main part for the code is I doing the I make the relationship for them, and I do the exceptions part for the classes and the main part. And we meet a lot of problem actually, but we solve it and we didn't blame each others. This shows our empathy and teamwork. For example, our main problem is we record the like 2 hours straight coding section, but the video bonds. So and so we record it again, and everyone is like didn't like say anything, like we just accept our face and do it again. And I'm quite happy to in group with them, because every time the meetings we always have like happy endings, and Tanjai and Shilin are like a very funny people, and I'm happy to cooperate with them. And I also learn a better programming skill from them, because everyone have a like the coding style and the skill are different. So maybe by looking at their programmings and their code, I can learn some things. It can make me to think about other things, like other coding skill, others way. All right, thank you. That's all for my evaluations.